just don't want to be one of those people that got to share accounts with my person and ask for permission every time I want to go get coffee. Every time I want to buy a pair of shoes, has to go to them like, please, mommy, can I have this?
It's about how things are now. Ask around, everybody is doing 50-50.
If she can't understand where you come from, then you're not meant to be building with her.
Mortgage and utilities 50-50. In my mind, that was so normal because damn guys, we're not trust fund babies.
I can't take it no more. I walk around all day and I get hit on by homeless crackhead. I gotta get this money by tomorrow. By tomorrow. Nasty out here. I gotta get this money by tomorrow. By tomorrow. Literally by tomorrow. I have to get this money by tomorrow. If I don't get this money by tomorrow, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. For real. For real. I'm so tired of being broke and working my ass off. I'm working my ass off and I'm still broke. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This shit is nasty. I have to get out of here. I gotta get this money. Like, I gotta get this money. I gotta get this money. I don't know what else to say. Like, I have to get this money. Like, that's all I can say. Like, that's the whole video. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the I have to do to get this money, but I have to get this money. I'm a hard worker. I'm a good worker. I'm working my ass off. And I'm still broke. I'm still broke. Hashtag adulting. Hashtag adulting. I will blow all of LA up. If I had a big enough dynamite, I would blow all y'all up. You just don't know. I would blow all these people with money up, and I would take all their money. I just can't take this anymore. I gotta get this money. I gotta get this money. I gotta get this money by tomorrow. Like, I can't take it no more. I walk around all day and I get hit on by homeless crackheads. And I don't have no money. And I don't have no car. I'm taking my little scooter. And I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm taking my scooter. I'm getting lost. Imagine being lost and having to tote a big ass scooter. Like, oh my God. It's nothing in this world. I wouldn't wish this shit on my worst enemy. Literally. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Like, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Like, I don't know. Like, I wish death on a bitch before I wish this on a bitch. Like, I don't know. I'm drained out. I'm fed the fuck up. Like, and then, like, I just want, like, I don't know what I want. Like,
you see what she's going to? She's kind of young. She's independent, boss babing it, and she's coming to the realization. All of them do, where they realize I really need a man. See, she's about what? 19, maybe just got out of college, maybe 20, 22. But thinking if a man was to say, oh, we can do 50-50, she'd say, oh, I'll take it. I bet you if she got pressed, not by a crackhead, right? A regular man pressed her and said, hey, I think we should get together. She'll be thinking I need help with these bills. But then if she says I need to pay this bill tomorrow, and he says, no problem. I'm transitioning right now. You want me to move in with you? Yes. I'm telling y'all know I'm right. She's saying, yes, I want you to move in with me. But right now, what's going on is crazy because you're talking about blowing up the whole LA. Like, stop it. Feeling like that, like you ready to crash out, that's not good. You need to get help. But I really do think you should see a therapist whenever you're working as well. Because I saw a therapist when I was working. You need one. So I'm imagining you boss babing it. They lied to you.
That my fiance and I split our mortgage and utilities 50-50. In my mind, that was so normal because damn guys, we're not trust fund babies. Like we both have high paying jobs, work in New York in tech, like make a good living, but neither of us have trust funds to fall back on. I don't expect Sam to not be able to invest or save or do all of those things because he's paying for all of my nonsense. Don't get me wrong, he treats me well. And outside of any man or relationship, it's just important to me that I'm able to be financially stable and responsible on my own. I think it's sexy when a female knows how to take care of her own finances and herself. Sure, Sam always likes to cover things that makes him feel good, but knowing that I can hold down the fort on my own too, like makes me feel good.
See, you got to see what she just did, right? And what a lot of you ladies need to realize. She had no problem going 50-50. And see, what's going on is there are a lot of regular females out here that don't mind going 50-50. That became a thing back in the 80s, 90s, right? And what's happening nowadays, these ladies are struggling. That's why they're saying, oh, a man needs to pay 100%. Why would a man pay 100%? Let me explain to you guys what's happening. Men that are paying 100%, those girls are blowing all their money on Home Shopping Network. That's what's going on. Right now, the debt crisis is at an all-time high from not buy now, pay here, but from, oh, you can get it with us. I forgot what they call that. But like you can order credit, like you can get a loan from somewhere. It's like buy now, pay here, but different. I forgot the name of it. But yeah, ladies are doing that while a man is providing everything. Providing everything is for suckers. And men know that. But it's good when you get women like this.
50-50 with mine. I'm going 25-75. I don't give a if my nigga need it. Oh, he got it. Like, y'all be out here saying y'all not going 50-50 because that y'all ain't a real. A real gonna never sit there and let her man struggle. It's okay to go 50-50. If it's the person I love, why would I let them struggle? It's just like if I know they pay all the bills every month and they need it this time, like why wouldn't I step in? Or I could step in, period. Everybody got times where they down and like that. Like, you feel me? Hell yeah, I can go 50-50. I can go 100%. If I gotta pay the bills this month, I gotta pay the bills this month. I'm very understanding.
This is what men need and want. I don't have a problem 50-50. If he's down, I'll pay 100%. A man needs that because there will always be a time he's down. You see guys are down and the guy that's paying 100%, the girl say, oh, I don't know what you're going to do next month. They're ready to leave him. Not all the time. But even the fact that it happens sometimes, it's too much time. Come on now. I know you guys hear what I'm talking about. One time is too much times. One girl being inconsiderate is too much. I'm paying 100%? Gotta be kidding me.
Like, if I love this person, you think I'm about to let them struggle? You think I'm about to be on their head, making them feel better of a person because they didn't have it all? No, nigga, we got this. That's what I'm there for. I'm there to pick up pieces if you can't put them all together. Like, I don't know. I'm the type of bitch to go 50-50 because I love mine. And that's just what it is.
And I gotta say, sometimes these girls do be in the hood, but you do have to be cautious. Not all the time, because a lot of the times these ladies want the, the corporate thugs, but not always the case. They want guys that are real. But let me show you guys this. Agreed. Teamwork makes the dream work. There's no other way. A man will have it no other way. Why? Why is that? I'm going to show you guys what the issue is later. So if we're going half and half with everything, I'm going to take some bills. And of course, a man may take 60%. If he's making more, he'll take 70%. It's not always 50-50 down the middle. But look at this. Facts. This is what men want. And some of these girls, you can tell from the pictures that they're slamming. Next one. Definitely agree. The next one. This. 50-50 is better than 100% of struggling. And that's what the girl is going through. So let a man come to her. The only thing with that, right, is when you're in a desperate situation like she is, you can't see the outside. But when she comes back to it, she gonna be looking and she gonna be saying the same thing these ladies are. Watch.
This car. It's either the car or this house, you know, and having to sit and come to terms with that, and me having to work a part-time job. Like, I was in the fire service for 18 years. I would go work a 24-hour shift, get off from work and go work another 12-hour shift on an ambulance part-time because we were all EMTs, because we had to make it work. It was like, okay, I have a steady income, but it's not enough to take care of everything. He's down right now. So, all right, I'm going to come in as a partner should. I'll work this extra 12 hours, 3 days a week, you know, to do what needs to be done. Because when he did get out of that hole, because he told me on the way here, like, you are so spoiled. I'm like, in what way? You know, I mean, in what way? But literally, like, whatever we need, there's no question about it. You know, he handles it. And so just being able to be down for each other and come in and fill the voids, that's important.
That's dope.
It's really, really important to actually be a compliment and a partner when it matters.
Yeah, it is important. And more are starting to realize it.
Talking about how it's okay to go 50-50 because most people do, which I think is true. 50-50 is fine. I don't know why people have like demonized it so badly on social media, but that's the average household. All right. But the issue that I have with this video was this same person was going on to say, I just don't want to be one of those people that got to share accounts with my person and ask for permission every time I want to go get coffee, every time I want to buy a pair of shoes. She's like, I don't want to ask my husband because I just saw a cute new pair of glasses. And I'm sitting here like, okay, you can go 50-50 without also trying to demonize the alternative as if everybody out here who shares bank accounts with their spouses has to go to them like, please, mommy, can I have this? No, that's not how it goes. So let me just give you a realistic idea of what that looks like. Because I'm not calling up my...
I got to pause it right there, right? That's what the issue is. You heard what she said? I don't want to, every time I want to blow some money, because that's what it is, right? Imagine if the goal is to save for something, right? You know how she feels. I want to buy that new house, baby. You got dreams and goals. You should in every relationship. So that's the goal. Now, we got to get that new house. We got to save. We got to work on our credit. Make sure our credit's in top-notch order. But you're buying new pairs of shoes. This is where having a man and going 50-50 comes in. It gives you discipline. But what's going on nowadays? These ladies don't want that.
Husband, I'm like, babe, I think I want to spend $400 in Marshalls today. Like, that's not the conversation. That's not what that looks like. I'm not pulling up to freaking Dunkin' talking about something. Is it okay if I get a coffee? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. 9 times out of 10, when you are operating on your own, you have a ceiling, okay? So let's say if you operate off of a budget, I'm a budget girly. So let's say this month I'm like, okay, I don't need to spend more than $5,000, all right? But something comes up. And I'm like, you know what, babe? This upgrade that I want to get on my car is about $6,500. I know that the budget right now that we have set for us is $5,000. Do you think that anything is going to be knocked off balance within our budget if I do the $6,500 for this item this month, even though we set a ceiling of $5,000? It's a discussion to see what will affect the household.
You see that there? What did she just do? Accountability. What she's not understanding is the lady who's saying that don't want that. You got to connect it. Like, I understand like she's doing videos, but you have to connect the two, you know, mind with matter. You have to understand what matters to them, and what matters to her is doing whatever she wants. And she's probably just a wasteful person. She's nothing like you.
It has nothing to do with, can I please have this thing because I need your permission before I do it? It has to do with consideration. It has to do with thinking about what affects this household and can we afford to do this at this time? Even if we were a 50-50 household, I still think about how my money would be a situation where it affects the household too. So I wouldn't spend too much of that, if that makes sense. So I don't understand why anybody is demonizing the other when in reality, it's not a control thing that everybody makes it out to be unless you pick somebody controlling. Thank you.
You work, you have money. Why can we not do 50-50? We're going on a date.
I reacted to this video before. The exact moment I decided to leave my ex. Yeah, you kidding me? He just needs to leave her. Straight up.
Almost every week, I'm having to spend so much money. I can hardly save anything. I can hardly go out with the boys. It's ridiculous. ridiculous. All my money is going straight back to you, but all your money gets saved. I don't get it.
She's not saving money, bro.
You know, we're in a different society now, right? It's a whole different generation. It's not about how you were raised, it's about how things are now. Ask around, everybody is doing 50-50, okay?
Bro, just get yourself a new girl, bro. Because if she can't understand where you come from, then you're not meant to be building with her. Because what sense does it make for you to constantly keep doing things for her and never once she's like, hey, babe, chill. It's on me today. And women like her, when you're having conversations like this with them, their first response is, oh, I'm just a girl. And you don't understand how stupid and slow that response sounds. Because imagine a grown-ass man, you telling him about a certain type of thing, and his first response is, oh, I'm just a boy. You're gonna look at that nigga as if he's stupid as f***. Because what the f*** does you being a girl have to do with this conversation that we're having? Because I'm telling you, hey, I feel like it's 100-0. Just put 20% or 30%. You don't even have to put 50%. Just put 40%. Instead of you being like, oh, I was kind of being inconsiderate, you decide to be like, oh, I'm just a girl.
That's not working anymore. Girls like this are being left. What's going to happen? Say she's serious, right? Which I doubt. She leaves him. She goes to somebody else. He says the same thing. She goes to someone else. He says the same thing. Then what? This is why guys are avoiding these females. I don't even want to talk about what I was just blamed for. Like, come on now. A guy going across these waters, trying to get baddies, acting like a baddie. Come on now. Talk to him. If you know what I'm talking about.
50-50 conversation. We've had this conversation several times over the years, and we are back with it once more. I think it's crazy and also ironic that we were just a couple weeks ago talking about women's rights and how women should have the right to choose what they do and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and that no man should ever have that level of control over a woman. Yet and still, we are on Danny Glover's internet condemning 50-50 relationships and giving that same said man 100% control. Like, be for real. Like, be for real. A financial prison, even though it is comfortable, even though it may be warm, maybe it may be cozy, it may do everything you need, it's still a damn prison. Like, at the end of the day, it's still a prison. Like, come on. Like, if you're going to be anything, be for real. I don't even understand how we're still having these conversations. By all means, whatever works in your relationship works. But let's not sit up here and pretend like a person that is the sole provider is not the controller, because the reason that most people, from a psychology standpoint, the reason that a person is the sole provider or takes on that responsibility is because they want a level of control in the scenario. Like, they want to be able to say what goes and comes in this situation. That is just human behavior. You can look it up. That's the only reason the person would do that. It has nothing to do with wanting to satisfy the other person for a lifetime at all. It's all about a sense of control. I don't understand. Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it can't work. It definitely can work. My grandmother, on my mom and my dad's side, both of them were stay-at-home women. Like, they took care of the kids. You know, they cooked, cleaned, et cetera, stuff like that, where my grandfathers worked. It worked for them. Not saying that they were happy. I'm saying it worked. I'm saying that they remained married. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they were happy. But we sit up here and we have these conversations. Like, think about this. Like, what if that sole provider leaves? What if that sole provider is abusive? And, you know, what if that sole provider has a level of influence, just like we've been seeing, like, with social media and these celebrities? Like, what if there's levels of influence there and they can, you know, decide to make your life a living hell? Like, it's so many different things to really consider with all of that. But at the end of the day, it is definitely a do whatever works for you and your relationship. If your relationship lasts, 9 times half of these damn relationships ain't lasting no way. So I don't know. I just think it's crazy that we're here again.
You know, he talked about back in the day how it was with his grandmother, grandfather. You know, they took care of everything. But one thing he forgot to mention, and this is facts, and everybody knows it, but I'm just shocked he didn't mention it. This is not back in the day. Things are much higher now. So just like the guy was in a car with that Asian woman and her saying, "Oh, I don't know. If I'm not used to going 50, he should have said it. Well, if you've seen your parents not going 50-50, this is not 1985. This is not 1995. This is 2026. What is that? 30 years later, we're in a whole different money system now. Inflation has driven prices through the roof. Even people that are middle class are now the new poor. Middle class is the new poor. Upper middle class is the new lower middle class. Be for real. As he would say, be effing for real.
I was telling y'all how we split everything together. I showed them a format of everything that we have, which is a calendar. This is another way of how we keep up with what is due.
And this is important what she's doing. I do 50-50 with my adult kids. This is one of the ways I organize our monthly shared bills. This teaches kids discipline. Every kid needs discipline. Before you send your kids off to some school, give them discipline. Before my son goes off even on his own, I want him to come out here with me so he can get discipline. Very important.
What needs to be paid, who's paying what, who's buying what. Just a schedule, because you have to have some type of plan followed by a purpose. You got to be organized. What else I need to let y'all know? Basically, you got to have that's willing to do it. These are my kids. I birthed them. What worked for me may not work for you, but this works for us. You know, I'm not raising a bunch of crabs in a bucket that just because I'm their mama and I'm the strong one, you're going to pull me down. No, we all lift each other up. We all encourage each other. It's encouraging words up here. This is going to be a God did it month. You know, we got goals over here on the side, some things that we may want to do. You know, listen, in this economy that we live in, if y'all ain't trying to huddle up together and make it work together, because this is not our destination. This is a start. I desire to have a family compound. It's coming. I want a whole lot, a whole land, a whole corner field, a whole block. When you ride through that thing, it's going to have me and my kids and everybody's house. Everybody just walk through the neighborhood, walk through each other's yards, and we get to see each other. That's what I do this for. This is what I live to see. They're my goals. I don't know what y'all goals is for you and your family, but I ain't come from nothing. We ain't got, nobody ain't leave me. Ain't nobody help me get. And if my kids fall back and I need to cover it, I can cover it. I can cover it for me and mine. I'm prepared to do that. But why not help the helper? What's wrong with that? Get out that mind frame of feeling like that you're taking something from them, because you're not, because you birthed them. It's a difference if you're making children pay. We talking about adults. We talking about people are young adults. They paying. Your kids, that's little kids that can't help you, can't understand, and don't understand what's going on and how the world has took a turn. No, they can't pay. But if you have adult people that work jobs, they supposed to just go blow all their money out? No, they're not. They're supposed to
Make your kids pay.
All the parents, some in this world, to all the parents that's out here, listen closely, because I had to learn this myself when I got out of school. When your child graduate from 12th grade, let that person do whatever they want to do. That's not your decision. Hope y'all hear me. Because if parents, if you sit back and think about it, like your child been going to school since the age of 4 all the way to 18. Don't you think that's a long time? And don't you think your child probably need a break? Why do that child gotta go straight to college? And let me make another thing clear. The world is not how it was back in the day when you had to go to college. It's so easy to make money now to the point where like the people that going to college, I feel like they wasting their time because you got kids out here 15, 16 years old making millions of dollars just off doing content and social media. You don't have to go to college to be successful. Long story short, let that child do what they do best and know how. Like let that child find out who he is and who she is. Don't try to dictate. Oh, I want them to follow in my footsteps. Damn your footsteps. Damn your footsteps. They might surpass your footstep in less time.
Yeah, and that go to college, go to college. That was an old mentality that parents back in the day had. Now I would say go to school for something you know that's gonna make money. When people say that, that's a little different. But going to school to get liberal arts degree, you're gonna come out and make nothing. Stop it. Get some help.
People are always shocked at how I speak to my children and how I choose to communicate with my children. I've always talked to my children in full-blown sentences, and I mean like as newborns. I've always communicated with my children as if they can communicate back with me. So when my children learned to speak, when people would hear them speak when they were very young, they would kind of like, what? And I'm like, I don't know. I've never talked to them in like small words. I've never been like, eat. Are you hungry? Would you like to eat? What would you like to eat? Like I've always just flat out communicated with my children. From the day they popped out my coochie, I was talking to them like they wanted the people in my head. You know, I mean, I talk to the people in my head in full sentences. Why would I not talk to my children that way? And if I want them to communicate.
Did she say talk to the people in my head? That did not come across right. You know, I'm going to wrap it up for the simple fact you said talk to people in my head. But I guess talk to myself. That's what you meant. But people in your head is crazy. But still, no, kids do need to be talked to like they're adults. It's funny because I remember when my son first started talking, he started talking in full sentences. And I said, wow. I was shocked. Same thing with my brother too. But my brother took a while to talk. He started talking at 4. He went to school, right? And he was going to pre-K, and they said, okay, we're going to have to put you on special classes. He heard that and just came out. I said, you were spoiled that whole time. And I'll tell you why he was spoiled. He was the youngest of 4 children. I was the oldest. Then I had my brother, then my sister, and then him. And me, I'm 17 years older than him. So when I was 17 years old, I roll around with him in a stroller. I used to do it on purpose. Girls were like, oh, that's your son? He's so cute. And girls would stop me in the street, be picking him up. He'd be quiet, loving it. I'm quiet, loving it, talking to him. Yeah, that was a time. That was a time. But yeah, I had fun with my little brother. I had fun. And then I showed him everything he knows. That was like my little brother's son. But yeah, guys, other than that, I just want to say thanks for watching the video. And yes, that is the overall goal. Raise these kids to be productive. Talk to them like adults. Treat them like adults. Before my son goes out in the world, I'm going to coach him, not only coach him, train him to be an adult. So when he gets out there on his own, and this is the thing, I'm not going to put him in college right away. I'm not going to put him in college at all. What I'm going to do is give him a career, and not just a career. I'm also going to teach him. For the people out there that knows what I know, they know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm going to show my son everything I know. And what do I know? How to work online. Also, what do I know? What do I have? A team of editors. Also, what do? I have people that are trained to do things for me to where I can take their services and make more money for it. And like when you see people working on the internet at the beach, I live that life. I've been living it for what? 11 years now. And I'm one of those guys, oh, you know, you can possibly make money. I make the money. But yeah, guys, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Peace out. See you next video.
Answer's coming.